Alright, welcome back to part 2 of part 15. Yes, I know that made 0 sense, but if you watch part 1, you'll realize that I had things I need to go do, and I can't pause the recording, because of course I can't. Floyd, fucking Nate. Because I can't pause the recording, so I had to kind of cut this into two halves. I'm out of grenades. Yay. But anyway, so last time we killed Mr. Shank, or I don't know if we got told this yet, but David's his real name. But anyway, so I then, like a dumbass, forgot the fucking thing. Apparently I didn't pick up the teleporter, which I want to say, that's my first time messing that up. I have never screwed that up in the past. Like, just good job, me. But, anyway. So I was also talking about Destiny stuff. And how to say the game just kind of pissed a lot of people off, and I don't really understand why. I want to clarify something. I understand why people are angry. I understand why people were like mad. Because the way things were worded, yeah, it just kind of sounds like Bungie's going into bankruptcy, or they're losing people or whatever. I can understand why that would, you know, annoy someone. That is not what I'm talking about. On those points, the way that things were worded, the way that they kind of went about talking about things, yeah, that I'm completely fine with you. I can understand someone being annoyed that they did not go about that well at all. The things that I do not understand is, you know, people being mad about the fact that Gambit isn't getting any more like the fact that, you know, Gambit's not getting anything else in terms of like upgrades.
Sorry, this thing only has enough juice for one. Athena out.
Like, it's not like they're just done trying to do stuff for Gambit. Now look. Does it
Sorry
suck?
to be such a party shitter. Trying to make funeral plans and help you escape at the same time. My late husband's cronies will be coming after you. Just take a monster off the old pier, you'll survive the fall. Oh, and pour one out for David. I mean, Mr. Shank for me.
Yep, David. But anyway,
You woke the wrong dog.
if they did this during Witch Queen, or especially during Beyond Light, I'd understand, because it didn't feel like they were putting their best foot forward, trying to fix anything with it. But throughout Beyond Light, they did multiple changes to the game. During the Witch Queen, they made one massive change to it. I've never seen this. What the hell? Okay, well anyway. During multiple different parts of its inception, they have done massive change after massive change after massive change. Every major DLC except for Lightfall, it's gotten either a complete revamp or like close to it. So with them just being like, yeah, we're done, that I understand. I completely understand where they're coming from when they're saying that, because first off, they're being honest, they're just saying nothing, which is I'm sorry, but that's exactly what we were asking for. We wanted answers as to normal bone treader, oh well. If you don't know, Chaz, the guy I killed, can drop a bone treader. dude.
Hey man, me again. The Admiral gave me a to-do list for today, written in crayon. Seriously, he spelled prison with a picture of a tree and some macaroni glued to it. I work for children. Literally, the Admiral is 5. 5. Goddamn nepotism. Oh, hey, I sent Gamma Team over to kill you. No hard feelings. Love.
Yeah. So I don't want to be that guy that's just completely against everyone. But with Gambit, I can perfectly understand him just saying, "Yeah, fuck it, we're done." Because, like, honestly, what other changes can they make? I mean, you could say, well, just bring back Gambit Prime. So, the problem with that is that Gambit Prime isn't gonna come back unless Gambit Prime's not gonna be the same, sorry, unless they have the fucking, like, the suits, like the gear sets. If you don't have the gear set, why do I always get lost in, like, every single episode? Oh, neat. But, like, okay, well, why not bring back the gear sets? Oh, well, simple, because 2 of them were absurdly strong. Okay, just nerf those. Okay, well, so you're adding even more work onto this. And even then, I'm sorry, but as fun as Gambit Prime is, I don't really want it back. God damn it. I don't want Gambit Prime back, because it's another situation of nostalgia goggles of Forsaken. We were absurdly overpowered in that game at that time, like up to an unholy degree. So Gambit Prime isn't going to feel the same as before. So then we're just going to be mad again because this isn't the same Gambit Prime that we once had. And I could bet money on that. That's exactly what it's going to be, because that's usually how it is whenever something gets brought back. People call it lazy, and then they don't like it, and then they play it, and they don't like it, and it's just this endless cycle of people just not enjoying themselves with the game. But fine. You know, instead of bringing back Gambit Prime, why not just revamp Gambit? Do you mean that thing they've done multiple times now? Several times. At this point, I'd throw in the towel as well. Because, while, yeah, what the reasoning that they said was Gambit just Gambit isn't very popular. It's not. It's not. They're right. The reasoning is because it's an unbalanced mess, but at the same time, it's even before it was an unbalanced mess, it wasn't very popular. And worse, no matter what change they make, which is just something that that everyone needs to get.
It's the big one! I need a medic! I don't have the doctor's in!
Something that I feel like everyone just needs to just accept is that no matter what we play, this guy gets a secret chest room, by the way, and secret chest behind him.
Kill him.
And this should be the last guy. Where'd he land? Alright. I don't think he dropped anything either. I don't remember. Or, well, I'm just gonna shut up then. Actually, Raven's a world drop. Never mind. But if I remember correctly, it's over here. Yep. So, what was it? Oh yeah. No matter what, there's going to be a meta. Whether you're doing PvE, PvP, PvP.
If I'm lucky.
What the fuck? No matter what you're playing, there's going to be a meta to the game. Yeah, that box is just gone. Stop giving me these! Jesus. Anyway. That's just how every game you will ever play is going to be. Does it suck? A little bit, but whatever. You know, the meta is always going to be a thing. Every game has a meta. Should the meta always get nerfed, changed, and balanced, and mixed around? Yeah, I'd say so. But when the hell did this drop? Wait. I should have a defiler. Did I drop my defiler? No, it's just a. This should say 2 bullets in the mag. The hell? Let's say I'm here. What I want that for?
Let's.
And me personally, I've been over Gambit for a very long time. The fact that it took them this long to just be like, all right, we're done, is impressive. It took multiple different attempts of revamps. The way they said it could have and should have been better, but it wasn't. The language they used in this was pretty dog shit. I'm not even gonna try and say. What the hell? But I'm not even gonna try and say it wasn't. It felt very. Fuck can I say? I guess corporate. I don't fucking know. And it felt like they were just kind of, they were just kind of over it. Like, what they're going through right now, I could definitely say they are over trying to fix Gambit. Why? Because at this point, what's the point? Why continuously keep dumping materials into it? Effort into it. Now you can say, oh, well, it's because they don't do anything. When they made the changes back in Witch Queen, no one played Gambit. In my friends group, no one played Gambit. I went on Reddit, no one was playing no one played, and everyone's complaining about Gambit. Yeah, they're always complaining. Okay, well, how about this? If you look up analytics, which remember they have the data, no one was playing Gambit. Even my friends who loved Gambit did not play Gambit. I have 3 different people that loved playing Gambit to death, and they hated it. You can't say that they fucked it up. As I said in the other round, they don't have it. They're just done. And they did it off of what people were saying were problems in the game. I'm just saying. And one thing that I saw that someone say is like, oh, maybe if they didn't have a marker, if the invader didn't have a marker on me, then it'd be better. Then what's the point of having an invader in the first place? The invader's supposed to be a threat. If they can't see you, then the invader's just kind of another dude.
Do you ever feel like you are just firing blanks? Do the ladies in your life find your gun a little short on firepower? You need Engorge by Atlas. Engorge will have you firing on all...
I've managed to use some of Scooter's equipment to mask my signal inside a promotion for a male enhancement product.
Engorge!
It'll be safe for us to communicate by Echo now. Athena out.
Okay. I just don't feel that the Gambit stuff is should be as frustrating as it is. At this point, I feel like, oh my fucking god, shut up, Claptrap, shut up. I feel like it should just be like okay, well, we saw that coming. Well, I was almost sick.
Remember, citizens, bullets cost money and resources. Do your part.
Now, them saying they don't have resources is weird. Now, I'm not even gonna say like, oh, they have Sony money, because A, we don't know how that contract goes. B, Sony has so many more important things to do than give their money to Bungie. I'm just saying, they're not going to Bungie can't just go up to be like, hey, we need a couple $100,000, or is it like $40,000 or like $1,000 or whatever, and Sony is gonna be like, all right, cool, kid. No, they're gonna be like, all right, give us like, let's just check our catalog on all the fucks we give right now. I guess we give like one in like 2 months from now. All right, you might see the money. I'm not saying that Sony's bad at at their job, because again, I don't work for fucking. Bye. I don't work for Sony.
Tired of shooting a carbine when you really want a rifle? Try Engorge,
Wait.
and you'll be firing automatically, fully automatic, on all cylinders.
Sit rep is go. Atlas has been stockpiling weapons in a base on the far side of the Fathoms, past Moxie's. This armory is the key to their invasion plan. If we destroy it, the cost to their bottom line could jeopardize their strategy. At the very least, it will buy the Resistance, that is, me, time to prepare. I'll have more when you arrive. Athena, out.
I don't work for Sony. I don't know how, their stocks or whatever work, but I also know that they own a lot of shit. And they're going to prioritize other.
Hello, Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone
I'm
Junction.
not going to waste any time. There are two objectives that must be fulfilled to destroy the armory. Number one, construct a detonator that will send a signal to the bombs.
Scooter here.
stored
I
in
could
the
sure
Atlas
use you to
depot,
get out of doing some
activating
actual
their
work.
detonation sequence.
Come on in and I'll give you
You'll
another
require
job.
my knowledge of their computer networks to gather the pieces and construct it. So that is my mission. Number two, the access code to enter the depot was changed after I went AWOL. Acquiring the new code is your mission.
Hello, traveler. There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
Oh, he gave me a damn Iridium rifle. Okay, so normally I do this mission because you get a lot of very fun and interesting weapons from it, but that's level 37.
You should start your investigation at the Lance bunker to the north. If you infiltrate the base, you may be able to locate some record of the access code.
Fuck it. So I don't. Again, I'm not like an end all be all say of anything. These are just my feelings on the matter. And my feelings are just that I can understand that some things don't end up happening. That eventually, they gotta just be like, alright, this is not happening. We're sorry. Now, one thing I don't understand is like the armor sets. The armor sets have been pretty mid as of late. They've been pretty ass, to be honest. Granted, as I said in the first part, I haven't used a single. My drip has barely changed since for like the past like year and a half. Well, okay, that's untrue. My, like, comparatively to like using the new sets that they've been giving, I have not been using those. I've gotten like the elemental gear. I've used that, which I bought the majority of it with bright dust, and then I used a little bit of silver to finish it off.
There are new missions
Claptrap,
available on the
I
T-Bone
swear
Junction
to
bounty
God.
board.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Whoops. But even with that being said, the Ever Store is, in my opinion, I know I'm like bouncing between stuff, just kind of rattled. But my final thoughts on the Ever Store is that shit's optional. You do not have to open your wallet for that. What you're gonna get out of it is cosmetics anyway. None of it's gonna help you in the game. So who cares? In terms of looking good in the game, if you go to fucking strikes, gambit, raids, you'll get some pretty nice looking gear. I'm not saying dungeons. I won't say dungeons. Purely because I understand that not all of those are for pay. That some of them you gotta pay for. Well, the majority of them you gotta pay for. I think the only ones that are, I think the only ones you don't have to pay for was Prophecy and Shattered Throne. And that's it. Everything else is behind a paywall. Okay, I'm not gonna say don't. You know, if you don't want to put money into the game, fine. Do not. You don't have to put money into the game. Like no one, I'm not gonna judge you for not wanting to pay for, you know, a video game, basically. However, in that same breath,
Your sweet release is at hand.
this is a live service
Ice cream
game.
day! Oh snap! It's ice cream day! Rocky Road! A la mode! Oh, I'm in the mode for ice cream day! Oh, dear God, what was that? Oh, you were recording that? Dude, that is so mean. You are so mean, Derek. I am not sharing my ice cream with you. It's Rocky Road, too. Oh, I heard. I just need the access code for today. No, Derek. It was your day to have the access code. I'm on personal ice cream leave of absence. Code 3.5.31 in the manual clearly states. Then where is the code? Oh, you had it. I saw you. Oh, no, that is bad. Oh, I screwed up big time. Did you do, Derek? I might have played hooky to go check out.
Wait, why'd the audio cut out? Why'd the audio cut out? There's usually more to that. Okay, well. Oh well. But this is a live service game. The fact that this game gets updates and you do not pay for the base game, the money's coming from something. That's going to be DLCs and, unfortunately, cosmetics. When it comes to, like, oh my god.
Haven't you tried Engorge yet? What's stopping you? Side effects? Are a few seeping boils going to stop you from satisfying the woman you can never obtain? It's time to try Engorge, and you'll be seeping.
Progress report. I've acquired the necessary pieces and the mission is on schedule. The detonator should be prepared by the time you have acquired the code. Athena, out.
But the... Sorry. My piece on, like, like, how expensive it is, because I know that that's, like, an entirely different conversation, I think. Same thing that Dedo said. We lost that war long ago. Like, probably almost a decade ago now. There you are. Yank.
Engorge.
My class gives me... No, it gives me Diva. Which Diva is this? Spark, which is... Fuck is Spark? Ah, Spark. Okay. If that's the case, point into... Yo.
The only product ever to be personally endorsed by notorious ladies man, Mr. Shank.
Yeah, so this shit is tits, guys. You should see what my bitch thinks of me now. Her name is Chad Mina, and she...
My mission is accomplished. When you have the code, rendezvous at our previous location. Athena out.
Yeah, so now we have to go all the way back. So to save time, I'm just gonna save quit and get all the way back there. I'd love to drive back, but again, this is on camera. Just know when you gotta get back, you drive back. That's all you gotta know. But anyway, it's the same thing that Dado said essentially, and also that in the end, the microtransactions only work. They only work if you're paying for them. I do not pay for microtransactions. The most I do is I buy the year because I like playing Destiny
There are
with
new
my friends.
missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
That's it.
Good. You're here.
Hey
This is the
man,
detonator.
Scooter here. I
Time
could
to take
sure
the fight
use you to
back.
get out of doing some
I'll
actual
monitor your
work.
progress and
Come
provide
on in and I'll
support
give you
when
another job.
Good luck.
Wow, now.
Story. Oh, this is another fun one. This one gives the backstory of.
There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction bounty board.
That one gives you the backstory of what happened to Athena.
Hey, sugar. I've got another job for you. Stop on by.
Oh, not you too, Moxie.
Alright, sure got you right now.
Let's get out of here.
Oh wait, no, I am going that way. Now, would it in terms of armor sets, I'll also agree. They've looked pretty shit lately. However, I'm a very active
Hello,
raider.
Marcos here. I've got...
You know what? There. I'm a very active raider. I do raids all the time. In fact, I did the one like 2 days ago. So the raid gear and the dungeon gear will look infinitely better than anything else the game can give me. To me, because I have that loot. I've completed every single raid that Destiny has ever put out except for Spire of Stars. That's the only raid I have not completed. I completed the majority of it, just not fun. I just didn't get to kill Valkaor. That's the only part. Other than that, oh, this feels amazing just to be able to keep talking. Other than that, I've been able to do everything. That's endgame. I've done a master raider too. Oh no. Oh no, please tell me I didn't get it stuck again. No. No. God damn it. If you ran into that full speed, you can get your vehicle stuck. Anyway. So I'm not, I don't need armor. I don't care for armor. And I will also say that I've been doing this stuff long before I need the Eververse store was even like a thing. I didn't have a problem with not having armor in Destiny with, that problem with Destiny 1. Destiny 2, I'm still not having that problem. When the Eververse store was getting out like new sets and armor and stuff, I never bought anything out of, oh shit, that looks so good. Oh, I need that. No, I'd just be like, oh, that looks neat. What the fuck does keep happening? That's neat. I'll buy it. Sure. And that's like once every blue moon. Like the most, I think the last time I bought anything from the Eververse store, Fuck, I don't remember. Also, this skip. I guess I'll show it off. Because I did talk about it. Check time. Half hour. Right there. And then if you actually fucking jump, you'll make it. So I guess I won't show it off because because I guess my jump button isn't working today. Well, looks like we're gonna be on foot for a while. Oh yeah, it's fast travel right there. Well, not fast travel, good vehicle thing. I'm watching that car to my right. Now, what the fuck else? Gambit, Airverse. Yeah, that's about it. I think that's everything. Now, to them not having enough resources, I think I've already said this, but I don't buy it. Like, is it possible for them to not have enough money? Maybe. It sounds ridiculous, but maybe. I guess. If you squint at it, it makes sense. Because, again, we don't know how Sony is, what their relationship with Sony is, number one. And number two, I highly doubt that Sony is willing to just straight throw money at Bungie. I highly doubt that they'll do that. It just doesn't make sense for Sony to do something like that. Okay, so this is a very difficult skip. But basically, you jump on this. Oh, I way over jumped that. Jeez. Okay, let's try it again. So, because they just don't seem like the company to do it. I highly doubt they would. And they have so many, like, larger things that they work on. Shit. That was the code. That was the code. Luckily, I have subtitles on. Yeah. Okay. Try this again. Jump here. Then when that comes down, you jump here. Jump. Okay. Also, there are chests up there. Yep. Didn't know? Now you know. Let's see. Oh. Wait. Liquid? Nope, static. Oh well. I mean, you know. What ifs? Okay. Grab nade. Okay. So yeah, basically, if you throw a grenade down on to something that's moving, it duplicates. I will never understand how Jolts does this. Made it. Oh, there's a frame of delay. I'll try it one more time and then I'm just gonna move on. Damn it. Okay, that one doesn't count. Oh, I had it! I had it. No, guys, I had that. I had that. Did you see how close I was? Also, if you're wondering why my money is still 99999, that's the money cap, but there's no actual money cap. So what that means is I'm at the maximum amount of money I can hold. It could show that I hold, but I have more money than that. Why it maxes out there, but you can go higher, technically, I don't know. But that's from me selling so much shit. Eventually, if you're playing your cards right, you're probably gonna hit those numbers like pretty casually. Well, you do need to like understand farming strats and stuff, but you get my point. Okay. Here. Fuck, I keep throwing myself into that wall. And nearly off that ledge. Alright, come on. Go up. Okay. This time for sure. Gotta be on this side. Okay, so that's as high as it goes. I need to launch myself like this direction. To actually launch myself though. I need to grab more grenades. Alright. The next time I launch... Ooh, more grenades. That was not more grenades. Fuck. I don't like being lied to. What? Did I do it because it... Wait, did that happen because it wasn't moving? Okay, we're just gonna do it the normal way. No, we can't. Oh no, I don't feel like what they said was that bad. This definitely was not a suicide note of the game or any of the other shit that they're calling this. All of that is just an overreaction. Like a complete and utter overreaction. Do I think they could have handled this better? Yes. Do I think that them saying that they're like lacking resources for the game is ridiculous? Unless this new DLC, unless Final Shape comes out and it is just absolutely insane, like the new changes they make are absolutely insane, yes, I do think so. Do I believe it's going to? I wanna. You know, I'm a Destiny player. That's what I want my game to be. I want my favorite game to be as good as humanly possible. But did I expect the state of the game to like explain a lot? No. In fact, I didn't even expect the state of the game to come out earlier than, you know, them actually talking about what's to come next. I fully expected them to just do both at the same time, which they didn't, which was a choice of all time. You know, because if you're gonna talk about like changes in the game, do it while you're doing. I really wished he had a hitbox when I saw him like be flying towards him. Damn it! But if you're gonna talk about it, it should be like when you're talking about, you know, when you're talking about like what's coming next, and be able to lay all your cards down on the table. Clearly, this is not all of Bungie's cards. I kept driving because I thought I exploded. That was just like, oh, okay, well, fuck it. But if you're going to have something as big as the reveal of what is the largest, probably the largest reveal Bungie's ever going to have, considering it is the final, like their last shot in 9 years of Destiny, then why not save this state of the game for then? Instead of just like pissing everybody off doing this. Am I happy I heard the news we got? For large part, yes, because I want to be optimistic. Because they bring up the fact. Oh, okay, I always miss this ramp, so I'm just gonna back up, and I'm just gonna do it the Nerm way. Ow. What? How? How? Why do you even exist? Eh. Flip over. Bitch. Really? Thank you. But am I happy with what we got? For the most part, kinda. We got a confirmation that, you know, Gambit's not gonna be played that much because of all the changes. That, yeah, they fucked, you know, Gambit hasn't been doing good. And you can't really call it neglect because, I mean, guys, come on. They've made more revamps to Gambit than they have to the Strike playlist, I feel. And Vanguard meddling? Hell yeah, I've been asking for that for so fucking long. Oh, I'm still on fire. I've been asking for that for so fucking long that to see that it's coming. I definitely had Dado's reaction. Now, again, I'm a fucking tiny, like, not even a YouTuber yet. I'm just gonna lay it down right now. I have no subscribers, no voice, no nothing. But what I do have is my opinions. And in my opinion, they could have done better, but this isn't like the game rolling over to die. This is, in my opinion, this is not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. Is it bad? Yes. Yes. It's bad. But there's also a lot of good in it. A lot of good in it. Is all of it good? No. I mean, even while I say this, and, you know, I don't give a shit about Gambit, I'm a little sad to see it go, because it was fun for while it lasted. But it also became a toxic hellscape. Unlike Crucible, which, for the most part, is just a toxic hellscape. Say what you want, Crucible's not very fun for anyone else other than Crucible heads. I have not enjoyed Crucible for so long. The last time I enjoyed Crucible, shit, I think was Destiny 1 Taken King. Like that long ago. And nowadays, not at all. I hate doing Crucible. I'm not a Crucible player, so I don't expect myself to enjoy it. I expect myself to do good in it. I'm not a good Crucible player. I don't have that mindset to be good in Crucible. I don't expect it to be for me. It's not for me. Gambit, I can give a shit. Oh no, when I stopped playing Gambit in fucking Shadowkeep. Not cause, oh, it's not good, it sucks. No, cause I just got fucking bored of it. Not only did I get bored of it, but I stopped caring. I had everything I wanted from Gambit. They came out with new weapons and new armor and all this other stuff, and I just didn't care. And most of those weapons are still really good to this day. That's just me. I don't know. I just feel like this is another just giant overreaction. Is it the end of the game, the end of the world? No. 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 both Bungie, Destiny, and the community are all gonna live through this. We're gonna look back at this eventually and just be like, ha, that was stupid. We did in the past. This just feels like another one of those moments where we were just like, yeah, we were dumb at that point. Oh my god, gross. So why are you taking me? There we go. The other thing is that, like, I don't... The amount of, like, just pure bullshit is just impressive. Like, I was on YouTube the other day, like, I think it was this morning, and I'm not, first off, I'm not subscribed to Cross. I don't know how I keep getting, like, recommended his videos because I don't watch his content. It's not that I don't it's not like I don't like him or anything, I just don't watch his content. And the first time I watched the little bit of backstory, the first video I watched of him was him talking about the game being a microtransaction hell, which was probably one of the goofiest things he probably put on there and like was serious about. Because, like, half the shit he said was, like, provably false, if not downright wrong. I didn't explode. Are you fucking with me? Or a few correct things he said, but those are very few and far between. And I feel that he, especially in like the video he put up about the state of the game, and then I think a video that he put up either this morning, where he hyper fixates on the fact that Bungie has a new game and they just aren't caring about Destiny anymore. I feel that is insanely untrue, or just straight up provably, or if not at the very least provably false. Because again, for them to not care about Destiny, that would entail that they know for a fact that this new game that they seem to be like putting all their, from his perspective, putting all their cards on the table with, would just, like, it's just gonna be the biggest, most massive, insane success. And I don't think that's, I'm not gonna say that I don't think the game's gonna be good. I don't know that. I don't know. But I also don't think that if they are as, like, money or whatever the fuck driven as he says they are, then they wouldn't be putting all their cards in one basket in the first place. Because then, well, if it flops, what do they have? Nothing. They don't go back to anything. Which, the game can flop. And even then, let's say that they are. Well, if that means that Destiny would be their current cash cow. So wouldn't they, you know, want that to be good? Again, I'm not trying to start shit. I'm not trying to start shit because A, I don't have the patience to argue. B, Cross has a much larger like fan base and understanding of the shit. And I think he's older than me, so and, like all this other stuff. I just don't think what he said was right. I don't feel like he's looking at the game in the way he does. Plus, like the majority of videos that he puts on the channel is just him complaining about the game anyway. So this just seems like another video in a very, very, very long line of him just not playing the game. Which just really makes me wonder, like, dude, how do you stick with this? How have you stayed around this long? So it very much feels like he just does not like Destiny. And I can understand why he doesn't like Destiny, because of watching his videos. He doesn't like microtransactions. Alright, fair enough. Neither do I. Me personally, the more money I can have in my pocket, the better. And, however, I don't really feel like having deep sight harmonizers harmed the game. In fact, of the ones that I have, I used 2. Right? 1 or 2. I've used 1 or 2. Either that or I've used 1 and just have another in my inventory. And that was to get the Apex Predator, which is ass in Crucible, but really good in PvE for boss DPS. But wanna know what I used the first time I got to a boss DPS anyway? Literally everything else. In the raid I did the day after I got the damn weapon, did I use Apex Predator for any parts of that raid? Fuck no. I even have a god roll bait and switch. One I did, I went right back to the bump in the night that I've been using the entire time. You could say that it's because I forgot, or it's just because, you know, that's how I am. I have a gun that I like, and I stuck with it. And also, deep sight harmonizers aren't going to change anything, because at the end of the day, at the highest level, which he is at, and a lot of other people around him are at, and I'm definitely not at. I'm not even gonna say it. I'd say I'm above average, because I can regularly raid and get them done in an efficient manner with my fire team. But I'm not getting any day 1 clears. I'll never get a fucking raid belt, and I'm never gonna go for a raid race. That's just not happening. I'll do the day 1. I'll happily do them, but I'm not gonna take that away from him. If me and Cross if me, Cross, or any of the other people like Datto, fucking Mylan, Jez, probably, yeah, Jez, like any of them, like versed me in Destiny, they kick my fucking ass. And that's not even a joke. They all have a significantly higher like influence in the Destiny community, and they all have had much longer careers in this than I did, which I can understand. However, just looking at the stuff that the guy says about the game, just watching some of the videos he's put out, and looking at just his mentality over the course of the game. I could put Evan F in this as well, because he's also kind of cynical about the game nowadays. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I also don't understand that I believe only Datto, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Datto was the only person to bring up in the video that, like, yeah, this is probably, they weren't saying much. Probably because they have the state of the game is just them coming clean, and then them saying, like, hey, you know, this is what we got right now, more to come later. Which, yeah, more is to come later. I know I rambled for a long time, and half of you have probably already left the video. In fact, I'm pretty sure all of you have left the video, and this one and part 2 are probably gonna have like 0 fucking views, because I just bitched for the entire video. I'm sorry. I am, genuinely. But Destiny is my favorite game. And when it came to this state of the game, a lot of good changes came with it, and they bring up the fact that they are going to continue making changes. Gambit not getting any more stuff, I've been saying that shit shouldn't get anything else for 2 years now. The Witch Queen changes, that I was like, whoa, shit, they're doing that? Why? Goes just completely over Gambit. Not getting an armor set, I don't use them anyway. I genuinely don't use them. Whether and it's not because they don't look good, because the one for Season of the Haunted looked amazing. Same thing with the fucking the season before that looked amazing. I don't use either one. Never have. I don't use a single piece from either of them. You could say, oh well, you're using the Eververse stuff from that season. Yeah, sure. Not all of them. In fact, half the stuff I use isn't, well, not even half, more than half. The majority of my drip is not from Eververse. And if it is, it's because I bought it with Bright Dust. Which you can't say Bright Dust is pay to win, or that it makes the game microtransaction heavy, because Bright Dust you get from playing the game. Now if I bought it with Silver, absolutely you can. But I don't use Silver. In fact, I think my Silver is still at 0 in the game. I don't know, I gotta go check. So, I'm not really too huge on the losing the armor set. And I don't feel like I'm gonna put, and I still am not gonna put any more money into the Eververse unless there's something insane in there. The changes and balances and stuff that they're making, the new game modes for Crucible, I think are gonna be fucking hilarious. I have wanted to Captain America slap the shit out of somebody with the Aegis since its inception. So, can't wait for that. The new game mode for Crucible the 2 new game modes for Crucible sound fun. The new map looks like it's gonna be gorgeous. I don't care for Trials, so I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not a Crucible player, so I'm personally a PvE player. Which is probably why I like this so much. I don't care for Crucible. I'm terrible at PvP. That's why I don't do it. So maybe that's why I'm okay with this. Because Cross is a PvP guy. Grenadier Jake, PvP guy. Dado, PvE guy. And he's just like me, where he's like, well, he's kind of like, alright. I can see why people can get like a little frustrated. And I can definitely understand people getting a little frustrated. But people are calling this like the death of the game. Or like this was a suicide note and stuff. And I'm just like, guys, come the fuck on. Seriously. I'm waiting for the final shape for the trailer to drop, and one of two things are either gonna happen. Either everyone's gonna be like, oh, this is dog shit, fuck Bungie, God, they fucking suck. Or those same people that are just like, yo, this game is trash, I'm never gonna put any money into it, I hate everything, life sucks, I cut my arms every day, Bungie doesn't give me like a free exotic every 2 seconds, are then gonna be like, holy shit, this looks great, and then dump $300 into the game. That's what I see. And if I'm right, well, you gotta subscribe. If I'm wrong, please subscribe. But that's it for me. I'm sorry. I came into this, I want this video to not be just me rambling and bitching about this for an hour and a half because it's 2 videos now, but just this community sometimes just fucking sucks. And it's sad to see it go like this because it's just negativity now. That's all it ever is. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video now. Next fight, we take down General Knox, which we wouldn't have had enough time to do in this video anyway, so kind of good that I just kind of stopped. Anyway, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. I still don't have an outro, so yeah.